I am currently in Wright City, Missouri. I'm at the Wright City Cemetery. And oftentimes enough, when I'm traveling from city to city, state to state, I often do come to cemeteries not to make a video. A little habit, hang a bird feeder, try to do it wherever I go. I notice these yellow birds. They have yellow and black on their feathers. And I admired how nice looking those birds were, so I hung a bird feeder. And I sat at the cemetery for 10 minutes to have lunch and to hit the road, not intending on making a video. And I noticed a few graves over here, and it is absolutely amazing that even though a person is dead and gone in body, that the story of who they were or who they are can live on, but it only lives on for so long before the next two generations forgets and then lights out, and that's it. And I read the story about this family right here, and I wouldn't be the person that I am leaving without talking about them unless I stop just to make this quick video. If anything, just to tell you guys their quick story. And again, this is exactly why I do these videos, for this. So this caught my eye right here. So these four graves right here. This is the Hunt family. You have the husband and wife, Philip Wade Hunt, Ruth Pillar Hunt, and their son and daughter, Connie Sue and Johnny Wade Hunt. Now, Ruth and her two children were tragically killed in a fire on May 25th, 1967. And Philip here, he died a little over a year later on August 22nd, 1968. He was killed in Vietnam by an enemy grenade attack. Now, I do not know at the time of the fire if he was deployed to Vietnam or he was here. I'm not quite sure. But the government came calling for him and needed him to serve his country. A different time and almost in a different place. You would think nowadays if something like that happened to a soldier, I don't think, under all the psychological duress that he would be under, that he wouldn't be fit to be on the battlefield. You would think nowadays, today's military wouldn't have allowed him to go out there and fight, but they did. Again, societies change. They progress, whichever word you want to use. And Philip had a friend who was also killed in Vietnam. And his friend's name was Dale Eugene North. He was killed in Vietnam about 6 weeks before Phil was. Phil and Dale were very, very good friends. They were very, very good friends, and when Dale was killed, Phil was beside himself. And he had mailed a letter to the North family giving them his condolences, his absolute condolences. And he said in the letter that he wished that it were him instead of Dale, because after his family died in the fire, he had nothing to live for. And those words, they stuck to me, because what was going through his mind? He's on a foreign land and on a foreign soil, killing people, them killing him, all for what? Because higher ups think a certain way, want a certain thing done, sending young kids out to die. Now, I'm not anti-war, don't get me wrong. I'm not an anti-war person. But at the end of the day, I don't care who you are, what background you come from. We're all somewhat the same at the end of the day. We're all somewhat the same. 80% of us, we're all somewhat in the center. And it's stones like this is why I do this channel, because if I would have left, then maybe none of you guys would know who Philip, Wade Hunt, Ruth Pillar Hunt, and Connie and Johnny Hunt were. And I don't know who these people were. I don't know them, but I try to do my best to kind of convey a story. I'm not a good storyteller, but I try every day, you know. And yeah, I would not allow myself to drive off without showing these people's graves. So very, very sad. And this shows me, and it should show you out there right now watching my video. Life is fleeting. Life is beautiful, but also could be very tragic. Could be taken away from you as quick as I could snap my fingers. So I often say it before, and I'll always say it again. You know, live life like it's your last day. You never know. Tomorrow is promised to no man. And when I see these graves all right here, it only reminds me that it's true. So in the meantime, while I'm still alive, while I'm still have my health, I'm still able to walk, I'm still able to travel, I still have a vehicle that wheels, they turn, and it allows me to go from place to place. And I want to thank every one of you who watches my channel, because you help me continue to do this, to tell you the stories, the good and the bad, guys, the good and the bad.